Louella. Written and illustrated by Margaret Hurd. This week's episode, Vikki, Vixen. Rabbit T. Rabbit and Louella Snuggle Bunny were in California visiting their good friend T.H.E. Fox. He was madly in love with rock music's hottest new sensation, Vikki Vixen. In fact, his room was virtually wallpapered with posters of her. It would be a dream come true to play keyboards for her band, T.H.E. Fox sighed dreamily, as he cuddled his Vikki Vixen doll. But that's the problem with just being a fan. She doesn't even know I exist.
Sighed Louella. That's definitely one of those things that makes you go,
T.H.E. Fox was watching MTV when they interrupted Vicki's latest video to bring an important news bulletin. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you this up-to-the-minute flash. Kavak Natterbeek, Vikki Vixen's keyboardist, has officially quit her band to pursue a career in classical music. He has been accepted at Juilliard. Natterbeek was quoted as saying, "I never really liked rock and roll. It has always been my dream to play for a symphony orchestra."
Do you suppose this ad in the paper has anything to do with it?
Asked Louella, holding up the classified section and pointing to a large ad asking for a keyboard player.
Call 555 Foxy.
No way, gasped T.H.E. Fox. It sounds too good to be true.
If I were you, I'd go for it. Thad,
encouraged Louella. I couldn't. Do you really think I'm good enough?
Of course you are.
The next day, T.H.E. Fox stood in line with hundreds, maybe thousands of other hopefuls, waiting for their chance to audition. Auditions are only from 10 o'clock to 4, said Rabbit T. Rabbit. He'll be standing there all day. What if he doesn't get a chance?
Well, sighed Louella, I guess that's a chance he has to take.
They're lined up all the way down the street. Rabbit T. Rabbit shook his head. By 3:30 that afternoon, Vikki Vixen was not a very happy camper. I've had it with all these amateurs, she yawned. We only have half an hour of auditions left, said her manager, Agamemnon the banded water snake. I suggest we hold the auditions over, suggested Flavius Waggletail, the albino ferret, who was her record producer. Are you kidding, grumbled Agamemnon. They're lined up from here to Mexico. If we audition all of them, I'll miss my evening swim. Then I'll go out there and hunt them down myself, snorted Vikki. I've got a knack for tracking down the real talent. T.H.E. Fox was about to turn around and go home when suddenly somebody grabbed him by the arm. Hey, don't I know you? It was Vikki Vixen. Why, you're T.H.E. Fox. Every year I see you in the doodah parade, but I had no idea you tickled the ivories. T.H.E. Fox was almost speechless. You know me? He gasped. I've always been a fan of yours, she replied. I should be saying that to you, sighed T.H.E. Fox. Somebody pinch me to make sure I'm not dreaming. T.H.E. Fox went into the studio with Vikki and sat down at his keyboard. As he began to play, Vikki picked up her guitar and joined him. She was impressed. I'll have my manager call you tomorrow. The next day, T.H.E. Fox waited by the phone in eager anticipation. Many hours went by as his anticipation gradually turned into disappointment. I should have known this would happen, Rabbit T. Rabbit shook his head.
I know how he feels. Poor Thad, Louella sobbed. And she seemed so nice to him yesterday.
I thought you were supposed to phone him, said Agamemnon. Me? I thought you were supposed to phone him, Flavius Waggletail argued. Enough already, wailed Vikki as she stormed out of the room. Why do I always end up having to do everything around here? Hello, Thad. It's me, Vikki. Hello, exclaimed T.H.E. Fox. Sorry I'm late calling you, she said. There was a slight misunderstanding between my manager and producer. But things are okay now. I must say, I like your style, and I'm happy to tell you you got the job."
"Yes!"
exclaimed T.H.E. Fox. The next day, T.H.E. Fox got to work with Vikki in the recording studio. "They sound wonderful together," said Rabbit T. Rabbit. "I am impressed."
"Me too," said Louella.
"Me three," exclaimed Agamemnon, snapping his tail. "That makes 4 of us," said Flavius Waggletail. "And Louella, if I wasn't so busy mixing and recording now, I'd ask you to dance with me."